Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga for Stability. For today's class, our focus is on our legs, our thighs, quads, glutes, and our obliques. Begin to deepen the breath in and out through the nose. Grounding your hips to the floor, finding an erect and tall spine. Roll your shoulders down, bringing your palms to the heart center, setting an intention for your practice. Namaste. Interlock your hands, stretch your arms up and overhead. Feel the side of the body long. Exhale, bring your arms forward, push your chest back. Inhale, again, reach the arms up. Exhale, round your upper back, push your hands forward. Reach your arms up, stretch. Exhale, push your chest back. Inhale, reaching up tall. Exhale, push your hands forward, round your upper back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Push your chest back. Reach up one more time. Bring your body to the right side. Stretch your left arm over. Stretching the side of the body. Taking your left palm behind your head. Exhale. Elbow towards the thigh. Open the chest. Head back. Exhale. Reach the left elbow towards the knee. Inhale, open the chest, round your spine, engage the left side of the abs. Open up, rounding again. Feel the stretch in your shoulders and your lower back. Take your right hand to your left thigh, full stretch, lengthen, rotate, breathing into the side of the body. Other side. Left hand by the side of the hip, right arm reaches up. Feel the stretch in the right side of the body. You can look down. Right hand behind your head, open your chest, inhale. Exhale, wrap your right elbow towards the left thigh. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, curling towards the left knee. Inhale, chest opener here. Exhale, round. Engage the right side of the abs. Now, as you rotate down, feel the stretch in the back of your spine and the shoulders. One more time, reach up. Curling down. Open up the chest. Left hand towards the right thigh. Inhale, lengthen, rotate back 45 degrees and aiming for your deepest range. Feel the stretch in the right side of the shoulder and your lower back. Stay steady with the breath, coming back up. Change the cross of the legs. Interlock your hands, stretch the arms up overhead. Twisting to your right side, roll your shoulders back. Anchor your left hand to the right thigh. Turning your left belly to the right as you exhale. Lace your hands, reaching up tall. Twisting to the left. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale. Turning your body back, anchoring your left thigh down. Now after that, we're going to come to all fours into cat-cow stretches. Lengthen your spine, push your hands down, engage your belly. Here we go. Arch back, chin up. Exhale. Tuck your chin in, scoop the tailbone under, round your back. Inhale, retracting the shoulders, drag your wrist back. Exhale, push the floor away from you. Tuck your chin in, squeeze your abs. Inhale, arch your back, chin up, look up. Exhale, round your back, draw your belly into the spine. Inhale, arch your back, chest up, chin up. Exhale, scoop your tailbone under, push the floor away from you, tuck your chin in, round your spine. Arching, inhale. Push the floor away, protraction in the shoulders, round your spine. Stability exercise 1, stretch the right leg back. Now square your hips, left hip up higher, right hip lower, stretch the left arm forward. Gaze at one point. Exhale, form a crisscross diagonal line, knee towards the left elbow. Stretch up, inhale. Crisscross, knee and elbow touch. Stretch your arm and leg. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. Stretch. Exhale, core engagement. Inhale for length. Exhale, pushing your right hand down, round your spine. Stretch. And now from here, we're going to turn to our right hand side, stretching your left arm up overhead when you're ready. Finding stability so that your right hip is aligned to the left hip. Now taking your left leg up, lift and stretch the leg. Gazing at your palm. Now take your left hand to the hip. You're going to reach the leg back and forth. Now the left leg, point toes, reach back. Flex your foot, bring your leg aligned to the hip, reaching as back as you can. Exhale, come forward. Now as you do that, keep your thigh lifted. Do not arch the back. Now finally, we bend our back knee, grab hold of your left foot, kicking the leg back. Now straighten the left leg, release. Taking your knees, chest, chin to the ground, Ashtanga Namaskar. Release your pelvis, point your toes, scoop the tail under, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Child's Pose. Downward Facing Dog. Pivot the legs, one at a time to deepen the stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. Okay, bending your right knee, straighten the left leg. Lift the heels over your toes, bend the knees, bring your hips high, coming forward into plank. Hold. Dropping your knees down as you come to an arch back. Round your spine. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch, chest up, chin up. Exhale, scoop the tail, tuck your chin in, round your spine. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your back. Begin to stretch the left leg up as high as the hip. So make sure your hips are squared. Right hip high, left hip low. Reaching your right hand forward, hips square, abs in, pushing the floor away from you with the left hand. Now keep your gaze steady as you crisscross, right elbow, left knee touch. Inhale, stretch, finding stability here. Knee and elbow touch. Inhale, stretch your arm and leg. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. Inhale, stretch your arm and leg. Exhale, knee and elbow touch. Inhale, stretch the left leg, right arm. Exhale, touch the knee and the elbow. Extend. Now slowly shift your weight to your left hand side. So anchoring your left hand, right arm reaches up. Take your right leg up. You can reach your arm by the ear side if you have the flexibility, or take your hand to the hip. So now right leg extends, flare back, point toes. As you extend the leg forward, flex your foot. Exhale, go back, point your toes. Flex your toes, coming forward, point toes, reach back. Flex your foot, bring your leg forward. Exhale, right thigh back. Now begin to bend your right knee, grab hold of your foot. Slowly we kick our leg back and away from the hip, maintaining that kick. Now extend the leg, return to center. Taking your knees, chest, chin to the ground, Ashtanga Namaskar. Release your hips, inhale, cobra. Roll your shoulders back, feel that your palms are pulling back. Hug your elbows in. Take your hands away from the ground. Upper back engagement, lift the head up. And release the body. Tuck your toes under. Child's pose, or some people would call this puppy pose. From here, we're going to bring the knees to the away from the ground, bear. Make sure your hips and shoulders are aligned as you squeeze the knees in, out, increasing digestive fire in your lower abdomen, creating internal heat. Downward facing dog. Whoo. Now begin to lift the heels, bend the knees, step your left foot, right foot forward. Hands on top of the shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, pulling into the ankles, fold forward. Hands on the shins, flat back. Exhale, pull into the heels, fold. One more time. Pulling into the shins, diving forward. Holding your opposite elbows, let your body completely dangle as you bend your knees slightly if you have any tightness or injuries to the lower back. Dangle right and left side, side to side. While the legs are strong and heavy, the body is relaxed and loose. Let your arms go. Stack your spine up very slowly. Lower, mid, upper back up. Roll your shoulders back. Hands at the heart center. Inhale, flowing through, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back as you step your right leg back. Now we're going to sink our right hip down. Pivot your heel forward and back. Exaggerating the stretch in the hip flexor region. Inhale, flat back, right hand, right shoulder alignment, twist to the left, stretch your arm up or over by the ear side. Rotating your right belly to the left. Keeping the back leg strong, right side body long. Downward facing dog. Into a plank pose. Chaturanga low push-up. Upward dog or cobra if you are compressing any of your back muscles. Downward facing dog. Right leg as high as the hip, three-legged dog. Stepping your right foot forward between your hands. Your feet stance is about 4 feet. Lift the back leg up, take your right hip back, squaring the hips. Now again, we're going to sink our left hip down and lift. Adding pulses, sink your hip down, lift your back thigh up, sink again. Compression, release. Pumping action here. Now left hand aligns the left shoulder, right arm reaches up. Quite an intense stretch for the hips with that pumping action. So now reaching your right arm by the ear side, turn your left belly to the right. Feel the stretch in your right glute. Right hand down, step back, downward dog. Pivot your legs again just to loosen up the hamstrings. Float into plank, low push-up, cobra or up dog, arms straight, thighs off the ground, downward facing dog. Take the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, curl your knee to the nose. Right leg, three-legged dog, knee to the nose. Inhale, back. Right knee out and up to your right arm. And again, set to frog knee plank, out and up. Use your inner thighs to lift. Take a twist here, right knee, left upper elbow. Dog split. Exhale, right knee, twist to the left upper elbow. Dog split. Knee back towards the nose, hold it, push the floor away, step your right foot forward, lift the back heel up. Lengthen the spine, feel the stretch in your hamstring, square your hips, so pushing your right thigh back. Hands to the hips now. Keep your knees slightly bent now. Raise your arms up overhead, ideally having your arms by the side of the ears. Reaching your fingertips up. Hands back to the hips. Step your left foot forward half an inch or 1 inch. So I want you to really scoop the tailbone under, bend the back knee as you pulse. Lunging 2 and 3, 4. Keep lunging with the back knee bent, hips action down. Your feet pushes you up and down, pulsing. Strengthening your legs and your thighs. Maintain firmness in your right foot. Now we're going to hold, static hold. Okay, now adding mini pulses. This time your back knee is straighter as we pulse from your right hip. Pulse. Sink. Hinge at your hip. This time shift your body weight forward. The lower you bring your body, the more intense. Now stretch your arms back, roll your shoulders back, fingertips reach. Gaze steady. If you're strong, extend your arms out. If you're very strong, extend your arms forward by the ears. Make sure your tailbone is scooped. Step your back leg forward. Feel the burn in the legs. Squat. Left leg back. Pull in. Now, pay attention to how the right knee and hip is bent at all times. You're hinging slightly forward. Your body is slightly hinged at a 60-degree. Keeping your right leg in that bent knee position. You step and pull. You reach. Whoo, step your back leg forward, burning out the right hip and thigh. Let's bow fold. Relax. Take a breather. Flat back. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Palms in front of the heart. Twist to your right side in a prayer twist. Now this is an oblique action, rather intense. So you're twisting to the right as you step your left leg back, in, back, and in. Now some of you, if you have tension in the back and this is unsteady, I would just keep the left hand aligned to the left shoulder. Take a rest, forward fold, Uttanasana. Coming back up into Samastitihi, hands at the heart. That was intense, Side 2, stretch your arms up, lock your thumb, fan your fingertips. Feel the stretch in the armpit chest. Exhale, diving into a forward fold. Inhale, left leg back, right leg back, downward dog. Pivot the legs. High plank, shoulders over the wrist. Chaturanga, low push-up. Upward facing dog or modify in cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Active feet. Curl your knee to the nose as you push the floor away. Stretch the left leg. This is a core action. So, set 2, leg up, frog knee plank out and up to your left upper arm. Kick back once again. Exhale, knee out and up. Dog split. Twist. Knee towards the right upper elbow. One more time to your right upper elbow, twist. Hold. Leg back. Knee to the nose. Hold. And gently, lightly step your left foot. Can you straighten both of the legs, keeping the right heel lifted, flat back? Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Now bend your left knee. Twisting towards. Oh, come up first. I missed the twist here. You can actually twist at home. After that, you reach your arms up. High lunge. Hands at the hips. Shorten your stance to 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Scoop the tail under. Bend the back knee as you lunge up and down. Up, hips down, foot strong and down. Press up and down, up and down. It's as if your back knee wants to touch the floor, but you don't. Strengthening our both legs really. Continue. Gazing at your foot to find more steadiness as you hold. Take a mini rest. Back knee is straight now. I want you to just pulse at your front leg, front hip, pulse, 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 pulse. Ensure your pelvis is in a straight line and you keep the anchor strong within the front foot. Slowly hinge at the hips, scoop the tail under, pubic bone up. Stretch your arms behind you. Keep shifting your weight forward, chest forward. You can stretch your arms out to the side or reach the arms up and over by the ears. Keep your core really strong here as you step your back leg. Hinging again, squat, mini squat now. Tapping your right leg back and forth. Stretch and forth. Arms forward, knee in. Reach and in. Reach, back and forth. Every time you come back in, pull your belly and elbows in. Track your abs. Hold steady and step the back leg forward. Whew. Samastitihi. Squatting, bend the knees, stretch your arms up. Weight back to the butt and the heels. Palms at the heart, twist to the left. Just check your knee alignment to make sure they are aligned. Inhale, lengthen the right side of the spine. Exhale, churn and twist. Now, tap your right leg back and forth. Now, the challenging part of this practice is to maintain that twist and balance. So keep your left leg really firm. If you need to modify, take your right hand down aligned to the right shoulder. Now, returning to a forward fold as you take a mini rest. Flat back, prepare, jump back into plank. Now, can you pivot your heels forward and back, maintaining the plank position whereby the hips are aligned to the shoulders. You can also think of your body, shoulders rocking forward and backwards. Forward and backwards. Building internal heat in your body. Hold it steady all the way lower down. Take a breather. Head to face one side. Okay, we're now going to come to forearm plank. Take your elbows down. Align them with the shoulders, interlock your hands. Tuck your 10 toes under and begin to come up. Now keep lifting your thighs up. Press the heels back and in. Shifting your weight towards the right arm side. Lift the pelvis, squeezing the glutes. Stretch your left arm up overhead. Find a static hold. Lift the pelvis up and down. Now, if you feel unsteady when you're in side plank, I wouldn't recommend pulsing, okay? For those of you who are strong, now you're going to join me for this final lift and hold. Taking your left hand behind your head and back to a static forearm plank. Now you're going to come to your left forearm side. Pressing into the left side, take your gaze to the right. Stagger your feet with your right foot in front or have your right foot on top of the left for more challenge. So once you're steady in the static hold, you can choose to pulse up and down, burning out the left side of the body, the glutes, the obliques. Hold it with your right hand behind your head now. Hold, squeeze, lift. Forearm plank, both elbows down. Now we're going to saw back and forth, back and forth. If that's not for you, find the static hold first, making sure you have the stability before moving dynamically. And now, take a breather. Letting your heart rate resume to a slower, regulated pace. Counter stretch, cobra. Turning your gaze to the left, stretch the right side of the waist. Track your right palm back. Lower back and you come up, roll your shoulders back. And turning your gaze to the right heel side. Feel the left hand track back, get a deeper stretch within the left side waist. Now slowly we're going to come to puppy pose. Hands are pushing away from you, rounding your mid upper back. And once you feel rested, downward dog. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Bending your left knee, stack your left hip over top the right. Twisted dog, squaring your shoulders. Stepping your left foot forward into Prasarita Padottanasana pose. Holding onto the ankles, bend your elbows out to the side. Letting your head feel long. So you're pulling at the shins and flat back. Set your right hand, align it to the right side of the heart, left arm up, twist. You can loop your top arm behind your hip to get a deeper turn and rotation. Unwinding the body. Other side, left hand down, right arm reaches up. Now threading your left arm behind your back. Reaching the right arm back up, hands to the floor. Toe heel in, about 2 feet distance, bend your knees. Sink your hips as low as your body allows, elbow over top your thigh. Keep sinking your bottom back. Keep pressing your elbows towards the knees. There's a force and counter force. Next, hands on top of the knees. Shift your weight side to side. Side to side. Feel your relationship with the earth as you shift your weight. Now scoop your tailbone under. Reach your arms forward. We're going to come up straight as you pulse. Sink and up. Sink your hips and up. Up and down. Feel the stretch, strengthening of your inner thighs. Clasp your hands behind your neck. Lifting your right heel up as high as you can. Keep pulsing. Burning out the inner thighs as we tone and as we stretch. Other side. Take the left heel up. Pulse up and down. Up and down. See how much your heel can lift. Maximum lift. And slowly come back up, release. Breathing out. Whew. Keep toe heeling in the legs as you bring your feet hip width distance. Making 2 fists, reach your arms up and overhead. Reach back. What you want to do here is to keep your abs engaged so we maximize the range of motion for your arms. Making circular motions, reaching back. See how much your arms can reach back. Making a really big circle. Continue, reach up. Try not to arch your back. Keep your abs contained, engaged. Whew. Hands at the heart center. Now step back, reach your arms up. Lock your thumb, exaggerating the back bend here. Exhale, diving forward. Crawl your hands forward into your downward dog. Right leg up to the sky, bending your knee. Stack your right hip over top the left, twist the dog. Square your shoulders. Straighten the right leg and slowly step the right foot forward, back heel up. Hands at the hips into your high lunge. You can choose to reach your left arm up to get a side stretch, grabbing the wrist if you like as you rotate your body. Hello, everybody. Okay, return to center, hinge at your hips, squaring your pelvis, right hip back, left hip forward. So your body weight is hinged forward. Good. Steadying on the right leg as you lift the left leg. So this is a balancing pose. You guys, micro bend the right knee. Can you pulse your left leg up and down? Try to extend your left leg as far back as you can. As you lift and kick, you're really using your glute, your buttock. What I often see in class is people begin to swing their lower leg without engaging their buttock. So the leg is dead straight. You squeeze your bum up, up, using that gluteus muscle. And now take your left leg forward, hold your shin. Take a mini rest. Now take your left leg forward, point toes. Squeeze the quad up, down, up, down. You really want to feel the tops of the thigh. We call that the quadriceps to engage up and down. Keep engaging and toning the quads. So if you're one of those people who overuse the back of the thigh, strengthening the quads will really help balance things out. Now, kick the left leg back into a warrior 3. Pay attention, right leg is straight. With a micro bend to the knee, you now descend, step back, straight legs. Stretching out, reach your arms to the side into a bind. Look up, chest up. If the stretch is enough, stay. And if you are flexible, begin to hinge at the hips. Release your hands to the ground. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Square the hips, so right hip back, left hip forward, chest proud. And if you can go deeper, dive your body down. Hands aligned to the shoulders. If you are strong and flexible, clasp your hands behind your back. Without needing to use your hands, we stretch our hips and our shoulders. Halfway lift flat back now. Hands at the hips, come all the way up. Inhale. Trikonasana stance. Open your arms. Inhale. Left foot in, right foot out. Reach your right arm up. Reverse your triangle side body stretch. Reaching your right arm forward, hinge at the hips. You can use your peace fingers, lace your big toe, or regress by taking your hand to the shin or ankle. Spin your body up and back, align to the right leg. Reach the left arm up. Bending at your left elbow, take your left hand behind your back. Lengthen your spine, rotate back. Reach up, arm by the ear. Full body stretch. Ground the left leg. Inhale, come back up. Bend your right knee. Exhale, windmill the hands to the floor. Shift your weight to the left hand this time, flexing your left foot toes as you step back. Stacking your right leg over top the left. Straight arm side plank. Now drop one knee down. Reach the opposite arm up. Now with the bottom leg, you pull it up, up. Pull the bottom knee up as if the bottom knee wants to touch the top of the knee. You are squeezing the waistline that's closer to the ground. You're pushing the base of your hand, upper arm behind your head. Ooh, burning out the obliques. Now reaching your right hand down to the floor. Bring your hips right and left side. Releasing the tension in the lower back and the hips. Child's pose or puppy pose. Take a breather. This time, the left leg kicks up and down. Now extend the leg. Exhale, knee to the chest. Extend and bring your knee down. Stretch back. So if you want it to be more of a stability exercise, you don't have to kick up as high as me. You can just have the leg as high as the hip. As soon as you kick it up above the hip, it's more of a back bend. Pulse. Making smaller ranges of movement, burning out the left glute. Hold it. Now your left leg, imagine you're on the table, the left thigh straight line out and in. If you want to challenge yourself, right arm adding more action. Otherwise, just keep it simple. Rest your right hand on the floor. Making smaller ranges of movement. Pulse the leg, side, side, side. Vinyasa, knees, chest, chin down. Take a breather here. So Shalabhasana with the back legs up. Squeeze your thighs into the midline. Bring your hands off the floor. Squeeze your elbows to squeeze your upper back. Puppy pose. Tuck your back toes under, buttocks towards the heels. Releasing the wrist by flipping the palms to face you. Rock your hips back and forth. Releasing the wrist. Return to your three-legged downward dog. Lightly step the left foot forward. Bending at your left knee, hands at the hips. And slowly come up into the high lunge. Finding your steadiness in the left foot first. Heel aligned to the ball of the foot. Scoop the tail, square hips. Hinge at your hips once again. Shift your weight towards the left leg. Now look at one moving point at the ground. Micro bend your left knee, square your hip. So as you extend your right leg up, I don't care how low you could bring your body. What's more important is to keep your right leg dead straight while you bend your left knee. Some of you who have lower back pain, bring your body higher up. It will ease the lower back. Bring your right leg forward, clasp your back thigh. Find balance as you straighten the base leg. Now take your right leg up and down. We're now strengthening the tops of the thigh, lifting the knee, more specifically the patella, to help you engage the quad. If you know the side that you're weaker, you can repeat more reps on the weaker side. Now bending the right knee, begin to kick back. Warrior 3, straighten the base leg, then descend down with micro bend to the knees. Take a breather, 3.5 feet stance, heel and heel align, square hips, open your arms. I'm just rotating the palms up and down to get a stretch in the biceps, inner shoulders. Hands by the hips, squeeze your elbows back. Hinge at the hips and dive your body over the left leg. Forward folding triangle. Breathe. Now halfway lift, hands by the hips, straighten the legs, come up, coming into triangle stance. Reaching your arm up and back, left arm, stretch the lateral side of the body. Now reach your arm forward. You can take your peace fingers, loop around the big toe, or if that's too much, you take your hand onto the ankle or the shin. Rotate your body and then raise the opposite arm up. Loop your top arm behind your hip as you turn your body back. Reach your arm by the ear, full stretch. Exhale, hands to the floor, square the hips. Now shift your way back to the right arm. Hold it here, left foot in front. Straighten the legs, stagger your feet. If you are strong, you can stack the top leg over top the bottom leg. Flex your toes, squeeze your ankles, knees, hips. Drop the right knee, left hand to the hip. First, stay here. For those of you who are strong, you can pulse the bottom knee up as if the bottom knee wants to touch the top knee. Exhale, pull up, inhale down. So also pushing your right hand down to the floor to help you lift the right knee up. Hold it now. Glue the bottom knee to the top. and drop the bottom knee. Both hands back to the floor, knees meet. Let's stretch the wrists once again. Rock your body back and forth. All right, return to a normal arm position. Straighten the right leg. Leg lifts, stretch back, in. So you only need to have the right leg as high as the hip. As soon as you kick it above, it's more, kind of like a back bend, really. Try to lift from your glute and your thigh, not the lower leg. Keep your tummy pulled in. Pulse your right leg. Pulse. And now the right leg extends out and in. Imagine the top leg is on the table. So it's a straight line out and in, gliding out and in. Try not to jerk your leg up and down, but make that flat line. See how wide your leg can extend. With the maximum range, right leg can extend all the way to align to the right hip. But don't overdo it. Take a rest now, child's pose, breathing space. Bring yourself into prone position. Keep your tailbone back and down. Shalabhasana. Internally spiral the thighs. See if you can pulse your arms up, 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 up. You reach your arms back, you roll your shoulders back. Very tiny movements. So as you take many pulses in your palms, you are toning the triceps. You can see my thighs are gluing inward. The legs are touching, encouraging internal rotation. For those of you with a stiffer back, open your legs a little wider, but keep that sense of movement in. And now let's take a breather. Whew. Now you can do a counter stretch to your shoulders by extending your elbows forward. Release your triceps. Upper abs contain up and back. Continue to stretch as long as you need to release the triceps. Oh, that was intense. We're now going to reach the arms back into bow pose, Dhanurasana. Kick the thighs back, the legs up. The legs are active, pushing back and up. And release. Head to face one side. Back to puppy pose, toes are tucked under. And then untuck your toes, child's pose.